Good afternoon, everyone. This is Brian Kelly, and I'm reporting to you from my vehicle. And just wanted to say hello. Hopefully, everyone's doing fantastic. I certainly am. As you can see, I have another envelope that was sent to me for the Prosperity Home Network. Seems like I'm getting these things in the mail and via Cash App almost on a daily basis here. And it never gets old and everything. So this person here, Catherine, I won't say her last name, she's from Charlotte. And we had been communicating on via text. And she had some questions, so I kind of answered her questions. And she finally bit the bullet, and she said, you know what, I'm going to do this thing. And then she got in at the gold level. I think it was the gold level. So it's a nice amount of money in this this envelope for me, and she decided to take a chance, not really a chance, but just step out there and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And that's the way it is with a lot of people. There are some people who just play it safe and they ask a ton of questions but never actually get involved in in this business or any business or anything for that matter. They kind of go through life that way. And, in reality, that's not the best way to live. I mean, for the longest time, I was that way. And I think I missed a lot of great opportunities because I was that way. But when you are able to look at something that you like to do or, would like to learn or something, and although you feel as though you don't have the ability to do it, you still step out there and you begin to give it a try, a really good try. And then you talk to people who are good in that, and then you get coaching from them, or you get advice from them. But the main point of the matter is, if you wait for something to be perfect, it never will. You'll never have the perfect skill to do whatever it is that you want to in life. But the way we get good at things is we just step out there and actually start the process, okay? And then as you start the process and you make progress, then you get better and better and better at it, And that's just the way it is with business, with life, with everything in general. And so, that's why I want to share that with everyone today, because I think that's extremely important. There are so many people who, they have a need. Maybe they have a job, and maybe the job is not paying them enough money, and they're looking for something that could supplement their income. And something like this, the Prosperity Home Network, is very good, because all you're really doing is you're mailing out a flyer, or you're sending a flyer via email. And if you're looking for something that's going to bring you $500 to $1,000 a week realistically, very realistically, then this is something that you definitely want to look into and look at. Once you get your welcome packet from the owner, Bruce, there's going to be several different ways in there in which you can market this program. It's very simple. I'm not some superstar marketer, but I just kind of do some things and follow instructions and do some mailings and just keep contact with folks. And the main thing is, with anything, you've got to be consistent, and you can't expect overnight riches. If you do, then that's not going to happen. That's anyone who tells you that you're going to get rich overnight, they're telling you a big lie, and that's just not true. And so you've got to be consistent with your advertising. You can't just advertise, a week straight and then expect money to fall from the sky. That's not going to happen. You've got to be consistent. Do something every single day. Like for instance, myself, what I do is one thing I do is I place Facebook ads. I mean, it takes me, I type a little ad and on my Facebook wall and in different business opportunity sections, groups on Facebook, and I type a little ad, something that's really intriguing, and mainly I tell people to call that number, to call the recorded number, and once I do that, they'll look at the ad. Oh, it sounds really interesting, so they call, and then if they're interested, which most are, they'll send me a private message on Facebook and say, hey, Brian, I'm interested, send me the flyer. And so I send people a flyer. Something as simple as that. Now, how long does that take me to do? I type out a message, I copy and paste it. I can probably send out 30 ads to different opportunity groups, including my wall, and at probably no more than 5 to 10 minutes. But if you do it every day, people see that you're consistent. They'll maybe the first day they might not look at it, but they see your ad every day, every single day. They're like, what is this guy doing? And then they'll get curious, and they're like, okay, well, let me check this thing out. So my whole point is, that's you've got to be consistent with this thing. And I'm telling you, I have made so many sales just by doing Facebook ads alone. I do YouTube here, of course, but people always say, well, I don't have a big marketing budget and so forth. And that's fine. I understand that. But there are free ways that you can do things. You don't have to, right from the get-go, you don't have to, mail out these flyers. Some people can, some people can't. Maybe they don't have the money to do that, that's totally understandable. But when you have something like Facebook and you have Instagram, you have social media, then those are things that are free. I even had people tell me, well, I'm old school, I don't do Facebook, But you know what? Here's the deal. If you want something in life really bad, you've got to change, If you don't do Facebook, well, learn Facebook. Go on YouTube and say, there's an answer for everything on YouTube. I'm learning that. I don't care if your toilet is stopped up. Just type in how to unstop a toilet in YouTube and you'll find the answer. So what I'm saying is, if you don't do Facebook or you don't know anything about Facebook ads or whatever, go to YouTube. There's someone around the world who made a video on how to do something and do something correctly. Okay. And so I don't buy that excuse. I don't do Facebook. I don't do social media. Well, okay, if you can't do that, then send out the flyer, via mail or via email. But I don't like when people just make excuses why they can't do something and they're not willing to, to learn, if you don't learn something, what good is that? You've got to always be learning something and trying something. If you don't, if you just don't even try, then how would you ever know? Seriously, what would happen if what's the guy's name? Benjamin Franklin. This is really crazy here. What if you quit? We would have no lights. Or what would happen if, the person with Alexander Graham Bell said, well, I've tried this phone system, it just doesn't work. You couldn't, then we would have no phone, that's not kind of an extreme case, but my point being is this, okay? If you want something, if you want to do something, if you have a desire to do something, but you don't know how to do it, okay? Especially in this day and time, there are people, there are videos, there's the internet where you can find out how to do something, okay? And so if you take advantage of all the stuff that's out there, you can be successful at it. You can be, and this is really crazy. I'm kind of rambling today, but I just want to share some information. I even heard of a guy. This is really crazy. This guy wanted to get a job at Apple Computer. Okay, and he knew a little bit about tech stuff, whatever. So what he decided to do, and this is like maybe 5 or 10 years ago, he decided to go on YouTube, and he decided to just search everything having to do with Apple, as far as as far as interviewing, as far as the technical part. Every single thing you can possibly think of, he did it. He did it for several months, and by doing that, the guy was able to go for the interview, and he actually got the job. Okay, and so that says a lot right there. The guy was determined. He wanted to get a job at Apple, and he went on YouTube and he found people who probably work there. He found what they were looking for. He found different technical parts and aspects of what they were looking for, and he studied that stuff and he put it into practice. And so when the time he got to the interview, he was able to get past the interview and several other interviews and get the job. And like I said, that's an extreme case, but I guess my point is you can't just say, oh, woe is me, just feel sorry for me, I can't do it, da 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 da. That's a bunch of bull, and because you can. You can, but sometimes you just won't because you're too lazy, you're too complacent, and that's just the bottom line. And I'm talking to you, but I'm preaching to myself as well because I'm always improving. I'm trying to improve rather, and I want to do better. I want to do better with my marketing. I want to do better with every aspect of my life. And so I think that's extremely important. But yeah, I don't know how I got on this subject, but sometimes I tend to ramble. But I guess I had this on my mind and everything because I want to see people I want to see people be successful. Okay, whether it be in the Prosperity Home Network or whatever you want, whatever business or whatever hobby or passion that you have, I want you to be successful. But like I said, in order for you to be successful at it, you got to, number one, you got to try it. You got to continue to push, and you cannot give up no matter what. Okay, ask for help and so forth, and seek out those people and resources that will help you get to where you want to be. Okay. As far as the Prosperity Home Network is concerned, I know quite a bit about this. I know pretty much about a lot of marketing type techniques and so forth. So if you come aboard, and just know that I am a leader in this program. I'm very good at what I do, and I can definitely give you some advice and help you along the way to get to where you want to go. But I'm patient, but I don't like people, like I said, who always make excuses and complain and so forth and so on. So, I don't mind helping anybody out, but I don't like whiners and complainers. I can't tolerate that. That really irritates me. So if you're that kind of person and you want to get in my program under me, then we might not see eye to eye. But if you're open and you want to learn something and you are able to follow very simple instructions, and when I say simple instructions, I'm talking about taking a flyer, folding it, putting it in an envelope, putting a label on it where we provide those for you, and dropping it in the mail. Those are the instructions, or instructions of taking the flyer and simply emailing it to a person. This is not hard work at all. It's not, but it's a matter of being consistent, like I told you before. Okay, so and utilizing some maybe some social media. Again, in the welcome package, once you decide to get that, get in the program and get that, they'll have some different ways of marketing this system and this program and everything. So that's basically it. This program really works, and I want to stress too that this is for average folks. Okay, I'm talking about people who have regular jobs, who have never even owned any type of marketing business before. Because like I said, all you're doing is mailing out a flyer, seeing out a flyer. That's it. That's literally it. You don't have to answer any questions. You don't have to make any phone calls. You don't have to go to any, hotel meetings or get on conference calls. Nothing like that at all. Everything is pretty much taken care for you. And all you have to do is mail it out. The money comes directly to you. You can receive your money via second-day priority mail, or Cash App, PayPal, Walmart to Walmart. Any way you want to receive the money, you get it. The money, again, comes directly to you. It never touches anyone's hands. It comes directly to you. There's no middleman at all. So that's a really, great thing, about that. So, hey, that's all I really have to say today. I'm going to get ready to go in here and make this deposit, and then I'm going to head home, and I got a email yesterday from a guy, and this is really cool. I think he had been following my videos, for, several weeks, I guess, and ask a lot of questions, and I answer his questions on YouTube. And he says, "Hey Brian, I've sent my stuff. It should be here Thursday, which is tomorrow." So video marketing works, and I tell people all the time. I said, you may feel as though, well, I can't do videos. I felt the same way, but you can do videos. and I'll give you a prime example. This is what I recommend everybody do, okay? Get yourself a YouTube account, all right? And then if you know something about marketing, whatever, just make a video. You don't even have to show yourself. I mean, you can just walk through the neighborhood, just walk through the neighborhood and just have a talk, and just don't try to be, scripted or anything. Just talk and share what you know. And, no matter what business you're in, what I recommend you do is any type of success that you have, videotape it, put it on YouTube, and then, people will start subscribing to your YouTube channel. I mean, I think it was like last year I had like 0 followers on my YouTube channel. I was like, I'm not gonna do this, and so I just kept on plugging away. I mean, today I have like 450 people. I felt as though I couldn't do videos and that sort of thing. I don't really, I don't really show my face. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just, I'm holding my camera, so it's kind of hard for me to do that. But you don't have to even show, if you don't want to show your face, that's fine. That's still fine. But as long as you have good content, you're talking about, and so forth, then you're good to go, man. You don't have to, showboat or anything. Just be who you are and be natural. And whenever you have any type of success with your business, make a video, because someone around the world is going to look at your video. Before you know it, you're going to have, 1 subscriber, then 10 subscribers, then 20. Before you know, you have a whole host of people looking at your videos every time you make one, right? And if you're publicizing an opportunity, and you're showing your successes on there, guess what? You're gaining credibility and believability, and people will begin to follow you. And like I said, as long as you have good content, and you talk like you have some sense, and I don't like people who use a lot of profanity. That's kind of unclassy, and you just be be respectful, be respectful with what you do, on YouTube and so forth. And that's just one of the ways that you can do your marketing. And so anyway, I've talked enough. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I get on these rambling bents sometimes, But hopefully you guys will have a great day. Like I said, I'm probably make another video tomorrow. Got some more money coming in. Got another guy I sent a flyer to yesterday in the mail. He wanted me to send it to him in the mail, so that's fine. I have no problem with that. He's coming in at either the gold or the platinum level. So I'm going to help him out with that. So the money keeps on coming in, and it's just a really great feeling. And it's not just me making the money. So that's a lot of people who get involved in this program. They're following instructions, and people are making money. And these are not superstars. These are average people, average moms and dads, who have jobs but are looking for ways to make some extra money on the side to pay their bills. Okay, don't think you have to be some type of salesperson to do this. You don't have to be any of that type of person at all. Just be your average person, and as long as you have some determination and you want to do something, able to follow some simple instructions, mail some flyers and so forth, you will be successful. You'll be just fine. Okay. So with that being said, hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.